The movie opens in 2007, deep in the Iraqi desert. As the war between the United States and Iraq begins to wind down, two American soldiers, Shane and his spotter Alan, arrive at a remote pipeline construction site. They've been sent to investigate a deadly sniper who has already killed several American workers. Taking cover behind rocks, Shane and Alan carefully scan the vast, empty landscape, searching for any sign of movement. They wait and wait. More than 20 hours pass, but nothing moves. As the relentless sun becomes almost unbearable, Shane finally stands up, convinced that no sniper would stay hidden in one spot for that long. After checking in with Alan over comms, Shane cautiously moves forward to inspect the site. As he looks around, something feels off. Then he realizes every victim was taken out with precise headshots. Now on edge, Shane tries to figure out where the shots came from. But before he can react, a single gunshot hits him in the stomach. Alan instantly grabs his rifle and rushes toward him, running in a zigzag pattern to avoid becoming an easy target. But just as he gets close, another shot rings out, and Alan is hit in the leg. Shane yells at him to take cover. Alan quickly drags himself behind a broken wall. With no time to waste, he tightly wraps his leg to slow the bleeding, then reaches for his radio to call for help. But when he checks it, the antenna is destroyed. The sniper has already taken it out. Meanwhile, despite his injury, Shane believes he still has a chance to take the sniper down. He reaches for his weapon, but before he can grab it, his body gives out, and he collapses. Alan watches helplessly, knowing his friend could bleed out at any moment. As his own leg continues to bleed, Alan makes a desperate move. He pulls out his knife and digs the bullet out himself. After wrapping the wound, the pain finally overwhelms him, and he passes out too. Sometime later, a faint noise crackles through his earpiece. Alan slowly wakes up. He grabs it and listens. A voice is calling in, claiming to be a captain from the base. Relieved, Alan quickly explains their situation and urgently requests a medical evacuation. The voice responds, telling him to stand up and fire his weapon into the air so they can lock onto his position. Alan freezes. If he does that, the sniper will know exactly where he is. He hesitates, but the voice keeps insisting. Reluctantly, Alan raises his gun, preparing to fire. Then suddenly, something feels wrong. The accent. It's not American. Alan immediately questions it. After a brief pause, the truth comes out. The man on the radio isn't a captain. He's the sniper, and somehow, he's hacked into the American base frequency. Alan asks the sniper what he wants. The sniper calmly replies, he just wants to talk. Alan refuses immediately, but then the sniper makes it clear if Alan doesn't cooperate, he'll shoot Shane in the face. With no choice, Alan gives in. He agrees to talk, starting by asking the sniper about himself. As the sniper begins speaking, Alan quietly removes some rocks, creating just enough space for his scope. Next, he starts running calculations, trying to pinpoint the sniper's location. Moments later, after working through the angles, Alan reaches a conclusion. The sniper is hiding beneath a massive pile of trash. That realization hits hard. If he's right, it means the sniper has been lying there for days, enduring the brutal heat without moving. And suddenly, it all makes sense. Alan realizes who he's dealing with. It's Juba, the infamous Iraqi sniper who once killed 35 American soldiers in a single day without ever being found. Because of that, U.S. forces gave him a name, the Angel of Death. Now fully aware of the danger, Alan grows even more tense. He tries to reason with Juba, reminding him that the war is already over. But Juba shuts that down. According to him, the war isn't over, especially not for Alan. Then, while scanning the area again, Alan notices another radio lying next to a dead American soldier. Seeing a chance, he slowly crawls to the edge of the wall, desperate to reach it and call for help. He grabs a piece of wood and tries to pull the radio closer, but it's still too far. At the same time, the heat starts taking its toll. Alan reaches for his water bottle, hoping for relief, but it's empty. A bullet has pierced straight through it. Right then, Juba speaks again. He tells Alan he knows he's dehydrated because he was the one who shot the bottle. Alan doesn't buy it. He insists no one could be that accurate. So, Juba explains. He fired 3 precise shots, one at the bottle, one at the radio, and one at Alan's knee. Moments later, Alan hears movement. Juba is shifting positions. Fear creeps in as Alan realizes the sniper might be circling the wall. Still, the conversation continues. At one point, Alan calls Juba a terrorist, but Juba fires back with his own argument, saying Alan is the one who came into another man's country. And by that logic, Alan is the real terrorist. To locate Juba's exact position, Alan sets up a simple trap. He places his jacket and helmet on top of his rifle, then slowly raises it above the wall while watching through his scope. Carefully, he moves the rifle from left to right, hoping Juba will take the shot and give away his position. But Juba doesn't react. Then suddenly, Alan's helmet falls to the other side of the wall, making Juba laugh. Moments later, a strong wind sweeps across the desert, kicking up sand in every direction. As the sandstorm builds and visibility drops, Alan rushes out from cover and sprints toward the dead soldier. He grabs the radio along with the soldier's bag, then immediately runs back toward the wall. Once behind cover, he quickly opens the bag and finds water and some candy. He consumes what little he has, then turns his attention to the radio he just risked everything for. But after checking it, it's useless. Meanwhile, Juba begins talking about his past. He reveals that he used to be a teacher. He says the Americans bombed his school, and the wall Alan is hiding behind is what's left of it. Then, at that moment, Alan notices something. Shane is moving. Alan immediately tells him where Juba is hiding. Shane grabs a piece of metal and carefully uses it to look toward the trash pile without exposing himself. Then, slowly, Shane reaches out and manages to pull his rifle closer. With the sandstorm still limiting visibility, he takes advantage of the cover. He steadies himself, aims toward the trash pile, and begins firing. Shot after shot, he sweeps across every possible position where Juba could be hiding. As he starts to reload, a sudden shot hits him in the shoulder. Still determined to survive, Shane begins crawling toward the wall. At the same time, Alan pleads with Juba to let Shane go. Shane keeps moving, pushing himself forward as fast as he can. But just before he reaches cover, Juba hits him in the head. Alan breaks down, crying out for his friend. Then suddenly, a voice comes through the radio transmitter. Alan moves closer to listen and realizes something disturbing. Juba is on the radio, speaking to the captain at the base, pretending to be Alan. Using Alan's code name, he calmly asks for help. Alan tries to interrupt, but he can't. His radio is damaged. He can only listen. And in that moment, everything becomes clear. Juba hacks into the radio, impersonates a US soldier, and calls in backup. Then, when the rescue team arrives, he kills them all. Alan realizes this isn't the first time. Juba has done it 3 times before, and now, Alan and Shane are his 4th victims. Sometime later, Alan hears helicopters approaching. Acting quickly, he uses a rope tied to a stick to drag Shane's sniper rifle toward him. When he checks the weapon, he finds only 1 bullet left. Still, he decides to take the shot. He sets up the rifle and aims directly at the trash pile. Then, to get a clearer angle, he pushes part of the wall down. As dust fills the air, Alan moves back into position and carefully scans the pile, determined not to waste his only chance. The falling dust makes it harder for Juba to see, so Juba starts firing blindly, but that works against him. Each shot reveals his exact position. Alan locks in and fires his final bullet. Juba immediately stops shooting, and Alan believes he hit him. To confirm the kill, Alan stands up, fully exposing himself. He waits, but no shot comes. Moments later, the helicopters land, and US soldiers rush in, quickly carrying Alan on board. He tries to warn them, telling them to check the trash and confirm the kill, but no one hears him. Then, as the helicopters lift off, Juba fires and manages to hit the pilots. Both aircraft crash to the ground, and every soldier on board dies. The next morning, Juba contacts the base again, pretending to be another US soldier, and he requests a new backup team to come to the area. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content.